Hello, Prem. How are you?
Sir, I'm good.
What function are you appearing for?
Sir, I'm appearing for function 4B.
Function 4b. So what does this function 4b stand for? What is the name of this function?
This stands for MEOL, Marine Engineering at Operational Level.
Marine engineering at operational level. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, what kind of vessel have you done during your
Sir, I
training
was
period?
sailed in product tanker.
Product tanker. Okay. So how is a product tanker different from a VLCC?
Sir, product tanker, it's carrying the refined petroleums like diesel, petrol, which is refined from the crude oil. So we are taking that volatile petroleum gas.
Okay,
And we
so
can take
basically you are carrying
chemical
petroleum
tankers as well.
products
Yes, sir.
and VLCC will carry crude oil.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. What kind of engine have you worked on? Main
So
engine?
I have worked on MAN B&W 6G50 SCR type engine, sir.
6G50, come again?
6G MEC
Okay.
6.5 SCR type engine.
Can you give me the explanation for this? The specifications of
Yes, sir.
engine?
6 is for number of strokes. G is ultra long stroke engine, and
Can
50
you can you please just calm down? Can you please repeat? 6 stands for?
6 stands for number of units in engine.
Yes.
G is the length of the stroke. It's ultra long stroke engine.
Okay.
And then that 50 stands for the bore diameter. It's 50 centimeter, it's saying.
Okay.
Okay. Then the MEC engines, type of engines, is electronically controlled engine, compact engine. That C stands for compact engine.
Okay.
And 6.5 stands for that reference mark for pollution, should say. And SCR type engine, that's it.
So 6.5 stands for production unit. SCR is?
SCR, it's NOx control engine. It operates with SCR. That's
S is operates with an SCR.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Do you know what is SCR?
Yes, a silicon control rectifier. It is used for reduction of NOx emission.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
Is it rectifier?
Silicon control rectifier. Yes, sir. Silicon control rectifier. SCR.
Think again and then. Okay. We'll move ahead.
So the problem right now is to clearing MEO class for all 6 writtens and 4 orals ASAP, because you cannot go on ship till the time you do that, and I understand the pressure. So right now how I can help you is, guys, please go for this MEO class for live classes that we have started. I guess there'll be amazing results awaiting you. Apart from that, if you are worried about how will you perform as a 4th year, 3rd year on board ship, why don't you invest on 4th year, 3rd year excellence package, which is again available on Merchant Navy Decoded platform. ये जितनी चीजें आप ही लोगों के लिए बनाई है, I am waiting that you achieve success and I achieve damn good results. Take it back.
So why is it MEC and MEB? What is the difference between MEC engine and MEB engine?
The MEB engines have camshaft, which is used for controlling the fuel engine exhaust valve activation. But MEC is a compact engine. It is camless engine, which is fuel injections and exhaust valves all are controlled by FIVA valves, which is BECU.
Okay. So basically it's a camless engine and MEB engine is a camshaft control. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me the difference between why if it is 6S 650, what do you understand between 6S50 and 6G50 engine?
So 6S is the length of the stroke, sir. It's
Okay.
G is an ultra long stroke. The length of the stroke that piston travels will increase, so that power produced will also be increased comparatively.
Okay. So what are the differences between a super long stroke? So by 6S we understand it is a super long stroke, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between a super long stroke and an ultra long stroke?
Yes. The piston the distance the piston travel will be increased. That cylinder liner, that stroke length will be increases. It's more.
Piston stroke will increase.
Yeah, it's more. The length of the piston travels, it's
Okay.
more. Yes.
Okay. So in ultra long stroke you have, but what are the significances? Why you have? What are the differences? Right, advantage, disadvantage, or why we have come from super long stroke to ultra long stroke?
So the compression stroke,
Are there any positive changes that have come through this
yes, sir, it can
new
develop more
advancement?
power. Comparative super long stroke, ultra long stroke can produce more power.
More power.
The
Okay.
compression stroke will be higher, and that the expansion stroke will be also high
Hmm.
compared to the super long stroke.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, sir. SFOC also will reduce. Specific consumption will also be reduced by using ultra long stroke.
So you'll use a bigger propeller or a smaller one for this one? For an ultra long stroke engine, will you use a bigger propeller or a smaller one? Size of propeller.
I think it's smaller ones comparatively to the so, but I don't know. But I don't have idea about this. But depending upon things, I think it is smaller one compared to super long stroke engine.
Okay. What kind of auxiliary engine have you worked on?
It's a Himson engine, sir. Himson.
Himson. So what? I mean, can you give me the specifications?
So specification. There is I don't know Himson's G6 unit, but no, I don't remember the specifications exactly. Sorry, I forgot. I studied it, but I forgot exactly.
Okay, so let's move to basic differences between two-stroke engine and a four-stroke engine.
Yes,
Give me 10 differences.
sir. Two-stroke engine completes one complete revolution like power stroke, compression stroke, and expansion stroke in one revolution of crankshaft rotation. But in four-stroke, it will all complete in two-stroke. Two revolution of crankshaft, we will have one power stroke.
Okay.
And this is the one. Then two-stroke engine and two-stroke engine will have smaller flywheel compared to four-stroke engine. This one difference. One different, I think. And four-stroke engine for turbocharger, we are using pulse type turbocharger, and two-stroke engine, we are using constant type turbocharger. This is one difference. And in a four-stroke engine, we have inlet valves, but in two-stroke engine, we have scavenge ports for air inlet. This is one thing. And it is a trunk type. Four-stroke engines are trunk type engines, and two-stroke engines are crossget type engines. So that entire the upper part, like the pistons and scavenge ports, are covered. It is not exposed to the crankcase area. The trunk type engine, it's open type engine like that. In two-stroke engine, we have stuffing box separate for separation of this diaphragm that we have. But in four-stroke engine, we don't have this one.
Lubrication.
So, lubrication, we have separate two-stroke engine, we have separate cylinder lubrication and system lubrication. But in four-stroke engine, we have same lubrication, system lubrication we are using for both cylinder lubrication and for crankshaft as well. And yeah, in four-stroke engine, we have priming pump, but in two-stroke engine, we don't have priming pump because it's two-stroke engine, we have separate pump for lubrication for main engine oil pump. That's why. And
now tell me,
yes.
what kind of governors were installed on your main engine and your auxiliary engine?
Sir, types of governor, like in main engine, we are using isochronous governor. Isochronous governor, which will have constant speed irrespective of the load. But in governor, we are using troop type governor. It will change the speed according to the demand of load to equally paralleling the generators we are using. And further classification, we are using electronic type, hydraulic type, and before we are using mechanical type governor as well.
Okay, so in main engine you had electronic.
Isochronous electronic governor.
Electronic governors.
Yes.
And in auxiliary engine you have hydraulic.
Yes, sir.
So,
servo hydraulic.
Servo hydraulic, electro hydraulic, servo hydraulic. So, do you know the function of the knobs installed in the governor?
Yes, sir. In UG8, I remember we have four drops. One it is for troop limiter and load limiter and speed limiter governor and speed indicator. Four things are there.
Okay.
And these things, the load limiter will limit that how much load that the governor will take. If we put on 0, it will don't take load. So is that one. This one. The troop settings, it is we can see the how much troop it will take. If the troop is less, it will take more load compared to other generator. That is the troop norm. And the speed limiter, we can see, after setting the speed, we can see the from speed indicator, we can see what is the speed settings we have.
So can you tell me which bearing lubrication is the most difficult in an two-stroke engine?
Crosshead type.
Crosshead lubrication. Okay, crosshead bearing. So why is it so difficult to lubricate the crosshead bearing? How we achieve this? How we
Yes, sir. It's
achieve lubrication? Yeah, in crosshead bearing.
Yes, sir. In BMW, we are using hydrodynamic lubrication, not with external pumps. We are using the same system lubricating, but we are increasing the surface area by making the groove. We are increasing the surface area so that we can attain the same lubrication. But in Sulzer engines, we are using external pump to form a hydrostatic lubrication. It will have plain bearing, but we are doing the external pump to create that pressure.
So by increasing surface area, explain the phenomena. What is happening by increasing the surface area? What is happening?
So that works. So the pressure develops. So I have one don't remember that formula. That force into area, that formula we are having. By increasing the area, we can get that pressure. That
pressure into area is force.
Yes.
So basically, we are resistive force. We are increasing by increasing the area. We have less pressure we can use to maintain the same film. So that is why you have in crosshead lubrication 3-4 bar pressure. You can use the same pressure to have the effective lubrication film, right?
Yes,
but while we have a plain bearing, you can't maintain that film inside the grooves. Wedges, it is called oil wedges. Oil wedges is cut in the bearings, in the crosshead bearing, okay, in the lower cell of the crosshead bearing. Okay, now let's move to boilers.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what all tests are being conducted in the boiler. The water tests. What are the boiler water tests? Why do we do boiler water tests? How many types are there? What are the values?
We are taking pH test for saying that the water test.
Okay. One is pH test.
It will be within the range of 8.5 to 10.
Okay. So you want it to be alkaline. Why not acidic?
Acidic, it will cause corrosion, sir. If it is acidic, it can cause corrosion.
Corrosion, acidic corrosion. Okay. Of the tubes. What else? What else?
The conductivity test we are doing. We are doing conductivity test and
conductivity. Okay.
Conductivity test and P alkalinity test.
Okay.
P test we are taking and
P alkalinity. What does P stands for?
The phosphates.
Phosphates. Okay. What is one more test related to this P alkalinity? There is one more test. One is P alkalinity, and there should be one more test which is near about the 2 times the value of P alkalinity. It's called
chloride test.
Total alkalinity. T alkalinity. Okay.
T alkalinity. Total
T alkalinity.
Okay.
One is P alkalinity, one is T alkalinity. So the value of total alkalinity should be around 2 times the value of P alkalinity. So what is the value of P alkalinity?
I don't remember the range right now.
Okay, so I found this question mostly asked boiler water tests. Okay, tell me what is other tests? One or two.
Chloride test. Chloride test.
Chloride test. What should be the maximum value of chlorides?
And right now I don't remember the range, sir. I need to study about this.
Okay.
I don't remember the range right now.
It's around 50 ppm. Maximum you have to maintain 50 ppm.
50 ppm. Okay, sir.
Yes. Yeah, and P alkalinity is around 100 to 150 ppm.
50 ppm. PI will be 100 to 150 ppm.
Yes.
Total will be into 2.
Two times, around 2 times.
Maybe 200 to 300.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So now tell me, how do you reduce the chloride content in your boiler water?
So by
Say
using
you tested and you found this chloride content 100 ppm. So what is the procedure to bring it down?
by blow down, sir.
Boiler blow down.
Boiler blow down we will do and take fresh water from
You will take
the
a fresh water. Okay.
not fresh water from
Yes, yes. When fresh feed you will take. So
yes, sir.
how do you carry out boiler blow down?
How do you carry out boiler blow down?
Blow
Yes,
down.
first we will open the seaside valve first. We will take first. We will go open seaside valve first, and then we will have one scum blow down valve in the boiler. Then
Okay.
by throttling we will do it to blow down.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
You need to study this.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, are you aware of indicator diagrams?
Yes, sir. I know, sir.
When do we take indicator diagrams?
Sir, we will take on like you are asking which time we will take, or we will take monthly. We will take for performance.
Yeah, when?
Reading.
What
Or
is
like
the
you are asking which condition?
when do we take it? What is the process called? It is called engine performance, right?
For
When you are taking
performance,
engine performance, then you are taking indicator cards.
Performance.
Okay. What
Yes,
are the types of cards?
Yeah. Sir, types power card, drag card, spring card, and compression cards.
Okay. So what is the purpose of each one?
Sir, power card we are used to measure the power, that mean pressure when in the inside the engine, sir. Through the drag card we will get the diagram, and from that we have get the through planimeter we will get area and length of the diagrams. So through this we can put multiplied with the spring constant value. We will get the mean pressure inside the engine. From that we can put that formula, that planning meter formula, that pressure inside and the length of the stroke and the diameter and the number of rotations. Through this we can get that indicating pressure. That indicating power. No, sorry, indicating power of through we can get through that.
Go ahead.
Yeah, through that we can get indicating power of that engine, and then the purpose of this we are taking is we need to know the specific fuel consumption of the engine. So through this, then we will calculate that brake horsepower. Through brake horsepower, and we will take that while taking performance, we will check that how much amount of fuel is being consumed for that specific 1 hour period of time. Like then we will multiply by this, then we will get the SFOCs for that engine.
Okay, so you calculate power card to know the engine power. Okay.
Yes, sir. Power
and through power you finally calculate SFOC.
Yes,
specific fuel oil consumption. What is the unit of SFOC?
Grams per kilowatt hour.
Now, what is the purpose of draw card?
So, draw card we can see whether that combustion is taking it properly, or if any valves leaking, fuel injector or valve leaking, we can get to know about that draw card by the peak points. We can see, okay, if not developing the sufficient pressure, it indicates that that fuel injector is leaking, maybe, or exhaust valve leaking. Through that we can get it through that.
Okay. So, is there any crank angle difference between a power card and a draw card?
Out-phase diagram. A power card will be in phase with the piston movement, but in drag card it will be a 90-degree out phase from that piston.
Right. Okay. Then one more is other two diagrams.
Spring card diagram, sir.
Light spring diagram. Okay. Light spring में क्या होता है? Tell me what is light spring.
Light spring we are used to take that. We will see whether that while the exhaust valve is actuating, we will see that whether it's properly, if the pressure is dropping, and while scavenging time the pressure is proper or not. This means that the valve is actuating properly or not. Through this we can get it to know about it. While this we are using the same phase with the engine, but we are using that lighter spring compared to the other cards. We have to take the lighter spring, so it will be not more sensitive, so that we can see that pressure or difference when the scavenging is happening and exhaust stroke happening, sir.
Okay. So you will be using a spring with a lesser spring constant. So which is more sensitive.
Yes, sir.
Spring constant is less, so the spring is more sensitive. So basically, it will not
It's more
measure the
sensitive.
higher values. Yes, it will be higher, more sensitive. So it will not measure the higher values of power. Okay, only the
Okay.
values where your scavenging process is taking place and your exhausting process is taking place. It is giving you a more elaborate and detailed diagram. So thereby
Okay, sir.
you are
When the spring concentration value is high. Okay. Okay.
values less. Okay, one more card was there,
Compression card, sir.
compression card. When do
Yes,
you
sir.
take and what is the purpose?
For compression card, we are taking by pulling the fuel lever outside. Like without fuel injection, we will taking that card. We are say this card we are taking through whether the for compression pressure, how much compression pressure it is developing, and we will take it on both 90-degree in face, 90-degree out face, and like draw card, like power card and pro card. We will take both the things so that we can see that whether expansion level is same or not.
Okay,
Taking this card.
now let me ask one more question, last question.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Tell me the difference between a centrifugal pump and a positive displacement pump, and where are these used? I mean, on board. One example of a centrifugal pump used on board. One example of a this reciprocating pump, positive displacement pump.
So centrifugal pump, we are we are used for purpose where we need more flow. Where we
Okay.
require more flow, we will use that centrifugal pump. But in the positive displacement pump, we will use where we need more pressure, like we are transferring very like oily bilge. Like oily bilge, we are using reciprocating pump, like which is more the viscosity will be high, so we need more. We need a positive pressure for that one.
Okay.
For lube centrifugal pump in my ship, we are using on a main engine lube oil pump. We are using it as centrifugal pump, and in seawater pumps are all are also centrifugal pumps in my ship.
So I mean, can you run the centrifugal pump?
Okay.
Can you run the centrifugal pump without any fluid?
No, so we
What is
can't.
that? Huh?
No, we can't run that. So
So what will happen if you are running your centrifugal pump without suction?
the air will enter into the pump, and it will not create a sufficient pressure for the discharging, sir. Like what can I say? Priming, and
Timing.
without priming, yes, sir.
So churning of air will take place. Air will
Yes,
churn inside your. So it will just
yes,
pump
sir.
your air. No suction will take place.
No suction will
That is
take
why
place.
most of the times you close your suction and then you
Yes,
give a positive feed
prime.
and then you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so
My ship
tell
we
me,
had one delay like yes, sir.
since you had a main engine lube oil pump as a centrifugal pump,
Yes, sir.
how was it maintaining a positive feed all the time?
Sir, it was immersed inside that lube oil. Immersed it is like immersed lube oil
So
pump.
that is called submerged kind of
Submerged.
centrifugal pump,
Yes,
submerged
sir.
pump inside the sump.
Yes, sir.
So whereas it is having a non-return valve assembly where
Yes,
there
sir.
is always a positive feed inside the line.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है चाहे sump का level is down also there is always suction in the line.
Yes, sir. Like that.
Say you have low level sump alarm. Even in that case, your feed line will not be empty. That we have to make sure in that case.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so centrifugal, acha, working of a centrifugal pump, construction wise difference between a positive displacement pump and a centrifugal pump.
So construction wise, like centrifugal pump takes suction from the eye of the propeller, impeller, not propeller, impeller. From it will create a vacuum. It will take suction from the eye of the impeller. Then it will like from the rotatory motion, it will pushes it outside, like casing, like volute casing we have in it. Through the when the area will increase, the pressure will the kinetic energy will convert it into pressure energy, and it will the discharge will take place. in
Okay.
a centrifugal pump. The
Mhm.
reciprocating pump, we are like a piston pump, like how can like a piston pump, it will take suction by I say, reciprocating pumps, like reciprocating pumps, like a just like a piston pump, sir. It will pressurize the or pressurize because of that up and down linear movement,
Movement.
and yes,
Okay. So I think that is all with the orals.
yes.
How do you think you have done?
So I need to more improve on, I think, boilers and generator. I think I need to more concentrate, especially on boilers. I need to more concentrate. I think generators. I think that basics things like nomenclature. I don't need to
Nomenclature, specifications.
specifications. I didn't think of it before. I need to right now only. I think generator nomenclature. I didn't see.
Yeah, main engine. And since you have mentioned SCR, now are you clear about what SCR is? It is silicon control rectifier. Are you more into function 5?
I know. I know.
Or is it selective catalytic reduction?
Selective. Like, selective control.
Selective catalytic reduction. So if you are not sure that
Okay.
about the later part, don't mention in your orals. That will be
Okay.
my suggestion. Just you can go with 6G50 MEC type of engines. Don't elaborate your answer into so much details that you fall into trap.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just give the answer as like 6G50 MEC, but remember all the components clearly, because once you mention G is a ultra long stroke, it's not very common. They are going to definitely ask you with what is an ultra long stroke. Then you must have 4 or 5 points differences between an ultra long and a super long stroke,
Okay,
or a long stroke. Basically differences, 4 or 5 differences are why they have moved to. So propeller size will be bigger when you have more power engine size. Bigger size of propeller can be installed.
Okay, sir.
Okay, not smaller.
Okay.
But then there are other challenges also, because fuel consumption will increase. Your headroom of the engine room will increase when you have this thing higher.
Yes.
Yeah, longer stroke.
Okay, sir.
You can burn bad quality of fuel with long stroke,
Okay.
because you can have more pressure.
Yes.
Compression pressure will be higher, so you can burn bad quality of fuel. So these kind of things will be there, differences, 4 or 5 differences you must have clearly. First question when they are asking, they'll definitely ask about the engine type with specifications. So specification must be very clear. That is going to make first impression. Don't, I think better not to go into this selective catalytic reduction, because if you are mentioning, they will be asking you how is it working, how are you controlling NOx with SCR, because that is also so if you are confident, if you can prepare, then you say. Otherwise, we don't generally mention it up to that extent. Only the engine part. Okay. And 6 cylinder, the stroke, it is a bore dia, and then ME is for the man BMW electronic engine, C is for compact type. You explained well about the MEB and MEC. That is also that one question that can ask, because it is controlled with FIVA. Then you have to. I did not ask about FIVA. You should also be, because it was in your engine installed. You should be aware of how FIVA is working, okay, and how it is controlling both exhaust valve actuation and this thing, timing. Okay. Okay. 4-stroke and 2-stroke engine difference question was almost okay. 70 to 80%. I'll be marking you for that. That is almost okay. Types of governor also. I think you have attended most of my classes. Otherwise, you have seen the recording also. I think, because
Yes, right.
you are quoting it from the classes mostly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Types of governor also, it's more or less okay. Maybe they'll ask you similar, but because governor I had taken in the class, that's why I wanted to ask this. I had seen this commonly. They are asking this only. Ki governor, what types were used, which are the types, how they have advanced. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Cross-head lubrication is a very common question. Why it is difficult
So
to
you said
attain?
that formula, what is your formula? Pressure is equal to force by area, right?
Similar. Force is equal to pressure into area. Pressure equal to force upon area.
Okay.
So
Okay, sir.
as the area will increase, you can
Okay.
reduce the pressure.
Okay. That's what we are doing by this.
Basically, when you are cutting the grooves, you are increasing the surface area where
Yes.
sorry, where your oil wedge can retain the oil at all the
Yes.
times. One thing is that even if there is say hydrodynamic film will maintain, because your always gas force will be acting on the crosshead from the top to bottom. One thing, there are two issues with crosshead lubrication. One is because of the oscillatory motion.
Yes.
Crosshead is always
Uh,
having one crank, this thing connecting rod, which is
Pretty
taking
good.
it in another direction. In the
Yes.
vibration topic, I had explained. No, it is
Yes.
always subjected to transverse vibration.
Yes,
One
sir.
gas forces acting from the top, and one is it is trying to move the through the oscillation. So there are two kind of motion the crosshead is subjected to. That's why it is its bearing is very difficult to maintain a this thing lube oil film. So
Yes.
oil must always be present because the force is always acting down. So your pin will always be sitting on your crosshead.
Awesome. Sir.
Okay. So since it is difficult to maintain a oil film, you will need a higher pressure in that case.
Yes,
So
sir.
what they have done is MAN BMW, they have always maintained oil wedges. In the oil wedges, they will always have oil. Even
Okay.
if the this thing pin is sitting on the lower cell of the bearing. Understand? Oil
And
will
just
always
see
be there.
how it.
So grooves will always wedges wedge tell not
Yes.
tell grooves, tell the wedge. It is called
Okay. Oil
wedge.
wedge.
Oil
Oil
wedge.
wedge. Okay.
Oil wedge. It is oil wedge or keep, you can say, where is always oil kept flowing. तो क्या होगा कि whenever say there is loading, no initial loading के time पे when bearing is not getting lubrication, at that time that oil will sustain enough amount, because of the inertia. In the lubrication class you must have attended, no, how I have said ki there is an oil wedge formation, how hydrodynamic film is formed, no, slowly with
Yes, sir.
inertia the oil is
It
having
will.
viscosity, and when your pin is moving, then their film is slowly taken away with the film or with the oil, and then a film is continuously
Yes.
maintained with the movement of oil.
Yes. Without touching
Okay.
that bearing, it will take
But
form.
with main bearing and connecting rod bearing, it is ki the pin is continuously having the same motion. But in crosshead, it is having up and down motion with a motion trying to oscillate.
Say, okay.
Okay, so that is why it is having different geometry. So that is
Okay.
why it is challenging for crosshead lubrication. How it is achieved, you understand, and that is why it is difficult. Also, boilers you have to study about the safety valves also.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay.
and the boiler water tests, the values that I told you, how it is carried out. Indicator cards, more or less, you have explained well also. Just don't tell ki only SFOC is the requirement for which we take power card.
Okay.
SFOC is in the end, it is the prime importance for which we take, but power calculation is what we are doing through power card, and from power calculation we generally then we calculate your SFOC also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. That is engine performance. That is how what we are taking. Draw card, you are correct. Light spring and compression card also mostly you are aware of. Pumps also, I think it is more or less okay. So when is your orals?
So, Tuesday, on
Tuesday.
7th. Yes, sir.
So you have 3-4 days. Better you prepare with these things. है ना?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Little bit about more about the engine specification part. थोड़ा सा auxiliary engine part. Okay,
Okay, sir.
boiler part, and I think that is okay. So
Yes.
some things are okay, some things we have to work on.
Okay, sir. I will study. I
Okay,
will study. Yes, sir.
which attempt is this, Prem?
This is my first attempt, sir.
First attempt for function 4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Earlier, what all attempts you have given?
I have given only one MROL. I have cleared it. That one. MROL I cleared it.
MEP you have cleared.
Yeah, cleared, sir.
Okay. So only now you are giving one attempt. You are giving one non subject.
Yeah, only one subject I am giving, sir.
Okay. ठीक है, that is okay. That is your choice. Uh, Okay, then you can just try to go through these few topics. Make an and for now, what I'll tell you is you have 3 4 days left. Just go
Yes, sir.
for the recent questions being asked with your MMD.
Okay, sir.
Okay, say write down the name of the topics. जैसे कि जो you have to study, what all you have to study. Say 10 topics like main engine, boiler, auxiliary engine, ये this is pumps and all. Then type the names of these topics in your the Telegram or chat or anywhere wherever people are posting questions. Okay,
Okay, sir.
then you will get a matlab, number of questions being asked related to that topic, like heat treatment, like
Okay.
another these kind of topics you are well aware, no? So
Yeah,
just
yes, sir.
to mention the name of the topics, search maro, then you'll get a few questions which are asked.
Before. Okay.
So just go through the question, recent questions.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
thereby you'll have an idea ki I can be asked this kind of question, so I have to study this kind of. Okay.
Yes, sir. I want to ask that one. What is sliding valve, sir? I saw some question in our group only. Merchant Navy decode, like MEO class 4 only. What is
Mhm.
sliding valve?
Sliding valve.
Yes, sir.
Sliding valve in what kind? What context they are asking?
I don't know. But from the MEO class 4 only, I think I don't know. From our cadets only, someone posted a question for function 4B. He
Mhm.
asked, so what is sliding valve? He asked. I don't know what it is.
Sliding valve, I think it is related to your main engine fuel valve. No, you have needle, no
Uh,
nozzles. Nozzle have got this sliding valve.
needle valve.
Yeah,
Needle valve. Needle valve or sliding?
in the needle valve, you have slide type of needle valve. Slide
Okay, sir.
type. So that is what they have slide type of needle valve is a advancement to your earlier needle valve where you have lesser amount of area remaining at the bottom of your nozzle.
Okay, that sack area.
Sac,
Sack.
yeah,
Yeah.
sac volume has reduced. In
Yes,
the
sir.
reduced sac volume, due to which you have reduced NOx emissions. So
Okay.
slide type fuel valve. The fuel valves are called slide type. If the question was that, I have not seen the question yet. If it was slide type of fuel valve, then that should be the answer.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
for reducing the NOx emissions, due to which you have lower sac volume, due to which lesser amount of fuel is there to have after burning.
Okay.
Here the fuel rag, yeah, it is dripping in and then it is creating after burning because NOx emission generally is taking place at a very high temperature.
Yes, sir.
500 degrees plus. So when you have less after burning or late burning taking place in the engine, which is causing more excessive combustion temperature to rise, that can
Yes.
lead to your
Ox.
NOx formation. So that is why you are having lesser sac volume, which can not help in this.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you understood?
I understand.
Sliding valve, if it is asked in this slide type fuel valve, it is called slide type fuel valve or slide valve.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है चलो
Yes, sir.
okay then best of
Okay.
luck hopefully
Thank
you
you.
clear your orals
Yes,
only
sir.
just focus on these points okay
Yes, sir.
okay
Full
be
focus.
confident and just answer I mean look at the surveyor and then answer you and take a you are okay, I think it's good the way you are explaining it's good just
Okay.
pause listen to the question and
Okay.
then try to answer what survey is asking.
Okay, sir.
Okay, think your answer, take a pause for some time, and then you answer. So
Okay, sir.
then you are collecting the whatever data you have in your mind. It gives you time to collect.
Okay.
Okay, repeat the question, then think once, and then okay.
Okay, sir.
Chalo, bye bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Best of luck.
Thank you, sir.